first of all, I would like to thank all of you for your cooperation, for your willingness to come to our class today. Right. So for our class, today it won't take long, hopefully. Okay. So, but I need to discuss a few things before we proceed to the next class. Right. So before we begin, right, before we begin our session for our lecture today, so there are a few things, as I said, I would like to discuss and reconfirm with all of you whether is it okay for us to proceed as we are going to discuss, okay, for our discussion today, and then we're going to decide what is actually the best for our class, okay. For your information, I'm combining actually two sections, okay, section one and also section two, and I'm thinking of not separating them, for this semester. If we can, I would like to combine the two sections become one section only. So it means that our lecture will be the same hour, the same at the same time. But we'll see how, okay, based on our discussion today. But first of all, I really appreciate it if you could on your video, so at least I can see your face, people. So not just like talking to myself. Okay, thank you. Right, thank you, Mingyi. Thank you, Atika. Okay, for responding quite fast. Okay. Right, thank you, Anong Nai. Okay, I really hope I pronounce your name correctly. Right, thank you, Esther. And then I can see Hui. All right, guys, Sunny. And then Mawada. And do we have, okay, all right. And then Santia, okay. All right, and then Sarayana. Okay, I can see your face. And then who else here? Okay, we have about like uh 60 people in the class, but I expect it should be more. The number should be more. So I really hope that I can see all the faces if I even I can can see your face, right? Okay, okay, thank you. And then Saraswati, all right, thank you so much. Jing Chen, Jing Chen, okay. Do I pronounce your name correctly? I'm learning actually to pronounce Chinese name correctly. Okay, that's why I'm watching Chinese drama nowadays, okay, to learn some Chinese words. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Okay. So first thing, all right. So I know that section two and section one and also section two, you have separate timetable, okay, for my class. So therefore, after look at your timetable, okay, based on your section, I noticed that this time 11 till 1 actually you both sections actually free. So therefore, if you don't mind, okay, maybe we can stick to this time, all right, for the 2 hours. So therefore, it means that for section one, you are not going to have class tomorrow, right? So actually, the two sessions going to have class on Monday, right? So since actually I'm here, okay, I have Government in Putrajaya and Kuala Lumpur for this week. So I won't be in JB. So I'm actually conducting the class from KL, right? Okay, so if all of you say okay, then we are going to stick to this time, 11 to 1, every Sunday. So it means that the 2 hours for your section is free now, right? So we have one more hour that we need to decide. So it's up to you guys whether you want to decide when, only for one more hour So hopefully the two sections free, okay? So then we can combine the class, right? So may you have any personal, you would like to discuss anything regarding this class, but you think that it should be discussed only among your section, you can always discuss it in our WhatsApp group according to the section, right? So, but the lecture will be conducted, um, apa orang kata, dua-dua lah for both sections. Okay, before that, may I know, okay, may I know, do I have any international students? Okay, not Indonesian, okay, other from other country. So, boleh tak, may I know who you are?
I'm
Do I have
Atika from Singapore.
any international students?
Doctor,
Huh?
I'm Atika from Singapore.
Oh, Singapore je. Okey tu Tika, kita serumpun. So, oh, this is the first time lah I dapat student Singapore. Okay, selalunya we got from Brunei, mostly from Brunei and also from Indonesia. Okay. Wah, Tika seberang tambak sahaja. Okay. That Tika. Okay, who else? Anyone that you know from maybe from let's say Saudi, from Arabs, you know? Anyone? Tak ada. Okay, so in that case, so it means that we only have students from the local students from Malaysia, and then we have okay, by the way, how many from Indonesia? Can you just wave your hand? Okay, boleh tak? Saya nak tengok how many Indonesians are here. Okay, I have one, Yonisa, and then Ahmad Gazian. All right. Who else? Okay, Isfan. Okay. Uh, okay, Fernandika, and then who else? Alfka. Okay, all right. And then Syari. Oh, Syari, you daripada Indonesia, Syari?
Ya, Doktor.
Indonesia, which part of
Ya.
Indonesia?
Surabaya.
Oh, Surabaya. Okay. All right. And then just now I saw I just missed that name, but who else? Yeah. Okay. So Tariq. Okay, Tariq Rabani. Very nice name. Tariq Rabani, Shafa, Hairunisa, and then we have. Okay, why don't you people just type your name in the chat room, so at least I know how all the Indonesians. And I have one Atika from Singapore. Okay, just type your name in the chat room, please. Oh, Ida. Right. Okay, okay. Well, quite a few. Okay. So Sabrina, Afka, Tariq, Gazian, Fernandika, Zaki. Oh, Zaki ni macam mana nama orang Malaysia? Zaki, where are you from?
I'm from Pontianak, Doktor.
Oh, all right. So no wonder your name similar to Malaysians. The spelling also. Sebab dekat sangat dengan kita. Right? All right. So right. So just keep typing your name for the foreign students. So at least I aware who you are, you know. So it will be easy for me whenever I need you for a certain things. All right. So all right. before we start, let me introduce. Okay, for the Indonesian students, are you here in Malaysia in UTM or you still in your country? May I know? Berapa orang dekat UTM? Anyone?
Yes, doctor. I'm in ETM right
Okay.
now.
Alright, Syari dekat UTM lagi?
Iya, dokter.
Okay.
I'm at UTM too, doctor.
Siapa? Who's that?
Syafa.
Oh, Syafa. Syafa dekat UTM juga. Okay, and then okay. Satria, are you in UTM or in Indonesia?
I'm still in Indonesia, dokter.
Oh, you stay in Indonesia. Yonisa?
Still in the country of Indonesia.
Sorry, can I
In
hear you?
Indonesia.
In Indonesia. Which part of Indonesia?
Oh, in Jakarta.
Jakarta, okay. And then how about Iswan?
I am also in Jakarta, dokter.
And also Shafa?
UTM, doctor.
UTM, okay, good. And then Kaisa?
Still in Indonesia,
Which part?
Jakarta.
Jakarta, okay. And then Sabrina?
Still in Indonesia, doctor.
Yeah, which part?
Makassar.
Makassar. Okay, Aida?
Still in Indonesia, dokter. In Aceh.
Okay, Indonesia, please tell me where.
Aceh.
Aceh. Okay, no Sabrina?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, are you in UTM or in Indonesia?
In Indonesia, doctor.
Okay, which part?
Makassar.
Makassar. Okay, Taurik?
I'm in Jakarta, dokter.
Okay, Afkar? Afkar Maulana? No answer, okay. Gazian?
I'm at UTM, doctor.
Okay, good. And then Fernandika?
In Jakarta, dokter.
Jakarta. Zaki?
Still in Pontianak, dokter.
Stay in Pontianak. All right. Okay, so in that case, they are still away from us, from UTM, I mean. Okay, so never mind, it's okay. Right, so the second thing that I would like to know is regarding our timetable. So is it okay for us to stick 11 to 1 today? Is everybody okay? Okay ke tidak? Okay, so all right. So therefore we're going to stick, okay, our timetable starting from next week. Okay, so we are going to use the new timetable. The first class that we're going to have is the early week, which is on Sunday, 11 to 1, and then we have 1 more hour. Okay, what do you think? What is actually the best for you to have class only 1 hour? It's okay if you still want to take, like 1 to 2. During lunch hour also can. It's just only 1 hour. All right. So we have, okay. So any suggestion? So and then we'll see the rest. What do you think about it? Right. So anyone? Can you suggest a time? Siapa? Siapa ke? Oh, janganlah takut-takut.
Doctor, can I suggest on Wednesday?
Wednesday, what time?
Wednesday morning at 8 or 9.
Okay, how about the rest? Just that I'm afraid that maybe okay. Section okay, how about other people? What do you think? 8 or 9, 9 to 10, either one. Okay, so then for those who have class with me on Wednesday from 2 to 3, so you are free lah. How about 9? 9 to 10? Is it okay? Wednesday, right? So we make it, okay, right. So then we can say that, so our class will be Sunday. Okay, I'll type in the chat room. Sunday, 11 to 1, okay? And then and then Wednesday. Wednesday, 9 to 10. Right. So for time being, starting from next week, so we are going to have class on Sunday 11 to 1 and then Wednesday 9 to 10. So let's say if you have any other suggestions that you can raise in our group, okay, voice out in our group so at least other people will know it, okay? And we'll see how other people think about it. All right, so okay. Right. So, but as I said, if you have any problem regarding this class that you would like to discuss personally with me, and then also, let's say, just within your session, you can share in the group. Or if it is too personal, then you can WhatsApp me personally, right? No problem at all. Because I don't want, let's say, you think that you are being neglected. I ignore you throughout the class because too many people. So you need more attention from me. Okay. For example, just let me know, doctor, I need your attention. I need to be your baby in the class. Okay. So I will know that this person need more attention. Okay. So you don't have to worry much. Okay. So I will try my best to add to please everyone here, but I'm human. For sure I cannot make everybody happy. All right, so in that case we already settled about our timetable, so I would like to share our slide. Okay, for your information, we are now going to have class. It means that we are not going to have class esok, okay, tomorrow, and then we will meet Wednesday 9 to 10, right, for both sections, right? Okay. Okay, for today class is going to be a very santai one. It's not going to be very serious. It's just that it's just an introduction to my class. So at least you will expect what's going to happen throughout the semester. Right, so I would like to welcome you all to business statistic class, all right? So even my name is Dr. Siti Rahma Awam, but you can call me Dr. Ati, all right? So this is actually my nickname that I'm very familiar with, okay? So I would like students, friends, whoever, who know me, call me Ati instead of Dr. Siti Rama is quite a long name. Right. So, and then you can always contact me in the WhatsApp group, or if you need to submit something, or you need to use my email. I really appreciate it if you can email it to my Hotmail address. Okay, so this is the address atiawang@hotmail.com, right? So, but I also prefer my students to send me documents or whatever through WhatsApp rather than email, okay? Because WhatsApp is very fast to download, and is very convenient for me, okay? Okay, the course information, okay, I will share in the group because the most recent one is actually in my PC, in my office. So I don't have it in my laptop here. So I will definitely share with you in the group. So at least you will know what will be learned, okay, throughout the semester. But let me share you, okay, what I have now. Okay, so this is the course information. So I really hope that you can see it. Okay, right. So basically, what you are going to learn, right? You are going to learn all these topics. All right, it's a very simple and easy topic, because some of the topic, for example, topic chapter 1, chapter 2, and also chapter 3. Actually, some of them you already learned during your school days, in your high school. Okay, masa sekolah menengah. So you have accounted some of the terms, the technical terms, and it won't be very difficult for you because you have heard it before. So it's just that the difference that what you are going to learn in at the university level is a little bit deeper, okay? So you need to know more. So for those who think that they are not good at mathematics and also statistics during school days, no problem at all, because we are going to learn again, all right? So it seems that you are going to learn from zero. So it's just that whatever knowledge that you have, you can just apply it in this class. But the way of learning is also different. So most of the students, even they are not good at mathematics before, they still can have a very good score and good grade for this class. So you don't have to worry much. Okay, so the difference that you can see, okay, from the school and also university level is actually the application of data analysis, where you need to use a software where we are going to learn. If you can see, I shared the picture in the profile picture of the book is called SPSS. So that's what is the major difference, okay, between the school level and also university level, where you're going to learn a software for data analysis, right? Okay, so you are going to learn all this, okay? And the most important the most important the purpose of learning, okay, all these topics that you can see on the screen is actually to prepare you for your FYP, which is actually your final year project, where every student need to complete it before you can graduate, before you can go to your industry attachment, all right? So you need to you need to complete your final year report, final year project, and you need to apply whatever you learn from this class uh, for that purpose. All right. So you're going to learn something like later on what are t-tests, like t-test, chi-square test, analysis of variance, correlation, regression, and also multiple linear regression. Those topics are very important in data analysis. Okay, for a time being, I don't want you to think much regarding these topics, because you're going to improve yourself. You're going to learn as we go along. So you don't have to worry much. Okay, so that's the reason, the most important for you to really understand the concept of statistics, right? So, so that's the one. Okay, also for this class, all right, everybody, all students, you are compulsory to buy a module, okay, my module, which costs 37 ringgit, right? So if I'm, this is the old price, but I'm not sure the new price. If there is a difference from the old price, I will let you know. But for time being, the module is 37 ringgit. So all those people in Malaysia, so you are compulsory to buy. So I will arrange, okay, in terms of how you can order the book, okay, and also how can you pay for the book, okay. So hopefully starting from next week, some of you can already have the book. So it is very important for you to have the book during the class. So at least it's easy for you to follow my lecture, because I don't share this the slides, okay, from my lecture, because everything will be in the book. Okay, will be exactly the same in the book. Instead, the book is more detailed, right? So that's the reason I would like you to buy the book for yourself. Okay, so it means that you cannot photocopy from the student, no. Okay, but you need to buy, right? So okay, for the course, okay, assessment, the final exam will be 40%, and then you are going to have only one test which are worth 20%, and then you also have 4 quizzes in this semester that will give you 10%. And then you also have 2 group projects, 20%, including presentation. Okay. So the presentation, I will let you know. Okay. So who are going to present for that certain week, right? So the group project plus presentation will be 20%. So, and then you are going to have 4 weekly assignment, 10%. Okay. So this weekly assignment, I will see how. Okay, if I think that number 5, the weekly assignment, I can include it or I can combine it with number 4, I will let you know. So it means that all the group projects and also the assignment will be included as one. But for a time being, I separate them, okay? Your group project will be different than your weekly assignment. So weekly assignment is more for individuals, okay? So that's the reason I would like to assess you individually. So number 4 is for group, right? And then if you can see your final exam, your test and quizzes, and also your weekly assignment is actually for individual assessment, right? So only your group project 20% from the group project, from apa orang cakap buat in group, right? So so let's talk something about statistics, all right? Okay, so everybody has heard, I'm sure you have heard of the word statistics, but it's just that you are not sure what is actually statistic mean exactly, especially in your coursework, right? So in statistics, for this class, we are going to learn, okay, something that we call it as collecting, analyzing or studying, and then presenting data, and then understanding, making conclusion, and also predicting. So all these things, all these procedures, all these steps will be learned in this class. Okay. So for example, the first thing that you need to have is actually to have data. You need to collect data. Okay, when I say data, okay, data, okay. So what do you understand by the word data? Anyone say something about data? What do you understand by the word data? Anyone? Information, okay, who else?
A huge list of information. There
Sorry?
is a huge
Tika?
list of information.
Sorry, Tika, can I hear you clearly?
I feel that it's a huge list of information that is uncountable.
Okay, so for you is uncountable information, right? So anyone else? Okay, quantities, all right. Anyone? Value, okay. So whatever you have just mentioned is actually correct, but it's not fully correct, okay? Because the word data is more wider than what we have just mentioned, right? So data actually kalau tengok data is plural, data. But when we say singular for data is datum, datum, okay, datum. Okay, datum. Datum is singular and data is plural. But nowadays, because before this, like during my time, 20 or 30 years ago, people are not so familiar with data analysis, right? So there is a difference between the word datum and also data. But when data analysis become very, very popular and people just realize how important the data analysis is, okay, so especially in Malay, data is still data. It doesn't matter whether it's singular or plural. Okay, but nowadays people also has accepted. Okay, data ni some people use it as singular. To let's say the data shows that. All right, so it means that the data is singular form. All right, so people already accept it as it can be used, for singular or plural. So, but if possible, saya lebih suka for personally, if you can make it data is for plural. So usually I use the have, for example, to represent for the data. Okay, correct. So data is not just, as you said, some people say uncountable, some people say is quantity, some people say is like figure, number, value. So whatever you just said is actually all correct. Okay, so it means that the data can be uncountable, it can be countable, it can be quantitative, and so on. It can be also qualitative. So we are going to learn more about the data after, maybe on Wednesday and so on. All right. So the next one that you need to do after you have data. So in statistic, actually, if you don't have data, if you don't have any information that you need, so it means that it's quite hard for you to proceed with statistics, because statistic doesn't just stop at collecting data, but you need to proceed with more. So once you have the data, after you have collected the data, you need to analyze and study regarding the data. And then you need to do some coding, you need to do something in order to present the data. And also you also need to present whatever you have found, orally and secara bertulis, you need to ataupun you need to just verbally, okay? So that's the reason if you maybe you have heard that data statistic ni for your FYP, you need to write a thesis, okay, based on what you have found, and also you need to present it, that we call it as viva. Okay, so you are very lucky. Okay, nowadays you don't have for attending because of this MCO, the students don't need to present verbally. Instead, they just present it, online. So some people prefer that way. Okay. So once you present the data, so at least we can we know whether your understanding, whether you can interpret whatever you have found, whatever you have analyzed correctly or not. Okay, and then apply this framework in their work, right? Okay, so data, right? So everybody just mentioned just now, data is actually information. And then you can get some quantity, you can have some fact, you can have some uncountable variable. What does it mean dengan perkataan vary? And then what does it mean dengan able? Esther, what do you think, Esther?
I think it is the means that it is the difference between of the numbers or quantity. The difference,
Okay.
the variable, the difference.
Okay, Liana, what do you think, Liana?
What I think about variable is the pattern of the numbers or the patterns of the data is not consistent and will be changing. Yeah, will be changed.
All right, so variable dalam bahasa Malaysia dipanggil sebagai pemboleh ubah. So that's in bahasa Malaysia. So what does it mean by pemboleh ubah? Oops. ya, saya punya screen ni. Okay, what does it mean dengan perkataan pun boleh ubah? So variable dia boleh berubah. So when you ask someone, for example, yeah, when you ask someone, the answer that you will get from those people is going to be varies. Maksudnya dia akan berubah-ubah. Okay, so let me ask, for example, your name. Your name. So your name will be different from other people. So if it is just the same, everybody has the same name. For example, everybody have the same nama iaitu Mat, alright? So it's no longer vary. So maksudnya dia fixed value, right? So when I say variable, so whatever responses that we get, okay, from our data collections is going to be different. Okay, it might be the same for one or two, but it's not going to be same for everyone, right? Itu maksudnya variable. So variable is very important for you to define nanti later on. You're going to learn how to define your variable when you want to do a study and you want to do your data analysis, all right? So the next word is population. Anyone? Population?
Can I answer, Doctor? I think population is the people that we gather the data from. Yeah. Doctor, you're muted.
Doctor, you're in mute.
Okay, I mute. I also don't know when did I click that mute thing, that mute icon. Okay, sorry, Yonis, can you say it again?
I think population is the people that we gather the data, the information from.
Okay, right. So anyone else? Ada siapa lagi? You want to say something about population? Anybody? Okay. Anyone? Jia Xuan. Tan Jia Xuan. Can I have your answer? What do you think when you see the word population? Okay. All right. When you say that, it's actually when even I give, I conduct a workshop ke among the government staff ke dekat orang luar, they will answer just like you, they define population as that. Okay, so it is not wrong. Okay, basically it is not wrong, but for the statistics concept, it's slightly different. Almost you can use it. Okay, but in population in statistics, it's actually all the objects, all the people, all the let's say students, all the staff employee, however, but the word all right, all. So all of the subjects or objects that you want to study, and you cannot even miss one person, right? So for example, I would like to do a research, I would like to do a study on UTM students. So when I say that I'm going to study on the population of UTM students, so it means that I have to include every single UTM student, and I cannot even miss one person. You know what I mean? Do you understand, people? Tariq, do you understand? Okay. Right, so that's what it means by population. So it means that you need to include every single item, every single object, every single subject in your study if you want to study on the population. So, but let's say if you want to study on the population, so on the day of your survey or on your work, suddenly let's say 10 people absent or 10 people don't show up, okay, during the survey, during the study. So it means that you are no longer study on the population, but you are study on the sample, right? So sample here means that it is a part of the population. Population is everything, but sample is just a part of the population, right? So so what we can say, sample is the subset of population. So let's say you have the whole population here, and if you just manage to take only a part of it, so then it becomes sample. Understand? So that's what the difference between population and sample. And also it is very important for you to define later in your thesis, in your FYP, whether you want to use population or sample in your study, right? So, and then the next one is actually sampling frame. Okay, so what is actually sampling frame? Sampling frame is actually the list of all your population that includes, let's say you want to study on the UTM students. So the sampling frame must contains, the student's name, ID, address, email address, and so all their particulars, all right? So that's what we call it as sampling frame. Even the purpose of having the sampling frame is actually from the list we can choose the sample. So that's why it is called as sampling frame, right? So the purpose is to choose sample from the frame, okay, from the list to become our sample. But it contains all the population particulars, details, right? And then the last word here is actually I will talk about number 7, 8, and the rest. Okay, on Wednesday, hopefully on Wednesday. Um, but okay, because I would like you to understand more in terms of doing a thesis and FYP. So what I just mentioned from number 1 to number 6 is only an introduction that you need to know, because starting from next week I'm going to start assigning your assignment, your first assignment, where you need to define your data, random, variable, population sample of a study that you need to propose. Okay, so what you need to do, okay, for today, before we meet for our next meeting, all right? So I would like you to form a group that have not more. So we have like 80, okay, not more than 5 people in a group, maximum 5 people, right? Only can be 2 until 5 people. Okay, let's say, okay, let's say you think that you are a very introvert person. You are a very quiet person, okay? And you don't think that you can work with anyone, okay? Kalau you tengok muka si A, you feel so disgusting. Tak sukalah dia ni. If you look at muka Cik B, right, and then you think, oh, he's not handsome at all. It's not my taste. I cannot work with this person. If you look at person C, Wah, so ugly, not beautiful. How can I talk to this person, this girl? Oh, cannot. I need to change another person. All right, for example. So if everybody is not right, okay, so you think that you cannot work with anyone, okay, then I suggest you to work on your own, right? So even the teamwork, the purpose of doing this group project is to actually create a good atmosphere among the students, how they can start, work in a team, and then they can build that teamwork skills, all right, among them. But if you think that you cannot at all, right, you cannot even talk to another person, you only can talk to your PC, your laptop, your desk, your whatever your gadgets. All right. So then I suggest you can talk to me and let me know that just tell me, doctor, I need only to work on my own. I'm going to do my group assignment on my own. Right. So that's the best. Okay. This has happened because for your information, I've been a lecturer for 30 years. All right. So I know this kind of, orang kata macam-macam benda can occur. So you don't have to worry. You can talk to me and we'll decide what is actually the best for you all. Understand? Adakah anda semua faham? Okay, so but actually the best, from my experience, okay, the best people can work is actually among 3 or 4. Itu actually the best. Sebab when it comes to more people, one of you tend to be orang kata the free rider. Okay, and then dia akan relax, goyang-goyang kaki more than other people. So I think it will create, some inconvenience among the group, and then sampai at the end, there are, this thing happen. That's why I'm telling you now. Okay, ada yang sampai disebabkan group assignment ni tak ngam, okay, sampai tak okay till convocation day. You know, during sampai hari convocation. So during the convocation, sebab everybody are already excited, already got a degree and so on, barulah minta maaf. Okay, I'm so sorry I didn't talk to you for the last 3 years just because statistic group assignment. Okay, so I don't want that to happen. So try to find people that who can really work with you, people who can contribute to whatever you are doing. All right. So that is very, very important. Okay, so also regarding the upper free rider, this also happened just last semester. Okay, I give a very good example of last semester. Okay, this one person, okay, actually dia ada, saya cakap 5 orang, okay. Tapi this one person is actually everybody macam actually tak nak bekerja sama dengan dia sebab dia not okay. So these other people, this group actually all the good students, all these orang kata top student, good students, okay, and A students lah. So they apa orang kata pity with this person, so they invite this person to their group, alright. So this group, this person actually didn't contribute that much in the work during the semester. But at the end of the day, okay, all these other people yang tadi good student ni, they are definitely get A. But this person hanya tumpang semangkuk, he got B. He got B for my class. Just because they tumpang all these group projects of these 4 A students, right? So I don't want that to happen to you all. So if you think that person cannot contribute, kick him out or kick her out. Okay, so at least he or she will learn something because life is not that easy. It's not, everything is not free. So you need to do something in order to gain something else, right? So itu je, I just want to remind you all. Okay, people, I think I finish our class, but before that, I will share you the attendance for you to scan. Right, hold on. Hai, sekejap ya. Okay, hold on just a minute. Okay, let's go to section 1 first.
Doctor, I
Yeah.
think our UTM smart apps is having some problem.
So it means that you cannot see it. Is
No,
it?
we can't scan it.
Oh,
But
but
when
you
we
can
scan
see,
it,
you can see it, but
yeah,
you
we
cannot
can see it.
scan.
Yeah, we cannot scan because after we scan, the result will be class record not found.
Okay, how about other people? Is it the same problem?
Yes,
You have the
doctor.
same problem or
Yes,
what?
doctor. Me too, doctor. Other classes
Okay.
also.
Yeah, just now other classes also.
Aiyo. So teruk lah. Okay, in that case, I need to take the attendance manually, right? So okay, can I, Gazian, just say lambai-lambai ke, you can wave ke, whatever. So okay, I can see your wave, right? And then Aida. Okay, thank you. And then I know Liana. Thank you. Ano, where are you from, Ano?
I'm from Jitra Kedah, doctor.
Jitra. Saya apa ni sebut nama you betul ke?
Betul, doktor.
Ke ada nama macam sebutan lain? Tak.
Tak.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Arif Iskandar. Okay, thank you. And then Jackie. And then Esther. Esther, where are you? Okay, right. And then how about Fernandika? Thank you. Who you? Who ye? Oh, we have lebih kurang. Who ye? Who you? All right. Gusti. Gusti, where are you? Are you here? Okay, kalau saya tak nampak, can you just say something so at least I aware that you are here. Gusti, are you here? Tak ada. Hamdallah, are you here? Tak ada juga. Isfan,
Hadir, dokter.
okay, thank you. Kaisa,
Thank you.
okay, thank